Her name was Claire. She was 24, new to the city, and just beginning to settle into her tiny apartment on the third floor of an old affordable, crumbling building. She liked the peeling wallpaper, the creaking pipes, the way the wooden floors sighed under her feet. It felt lonely, yes, but also strangely safe. At least, it did until the night she noticed the door across the hall. The door was always closed. Always. She never heard it open, never saw anyone go in or out. No packages, no voices, no movement. But sometimes, only at night, she would hear a faint sound from inside. A dragging sound. Slow, heavy, like something being pulled across the floor. She tried to ignore it. Everyone told her city apartments had quirks. But then, she began to notice the door handle. It was always pointing straight down. As if someone inside was holding it. Waiting. One evening, she returned late from work. The hallway was dim, the single light bulb flickering. She set her key into her lock, when she heard it. Click. The handle across the hall moved. Slowly. Deliberately. Down. Then back up again. Her breath caught in her throat. She forced herself into her apartment, slammed the door, and leaned against it, heart racing. She wanted to believe it was her imagination. But deep down, she knew, it wasn't. One night, she saw something worse. As she locked her own door, the faint outline of feet appeared in the thin strip of light beneath the door across the hall. Someone was standing there. Waiting. She didn't move. Didn't breathe. And then, the feet turned. Slowly. Away from the door. The next morning, she found something taped to her door. A piece of paper. No handwriting. Just 3 words, scrawled in red ink. I saw you. She called her sisters that evening, her hands trembling as she explained everything, the noises, the handle, the note. But they only laughed it off. You're not used to living alone, they told her. You need to get that nonsense out of your head. Maybe it's just some kids nearby pulling pranks. Claire tried to insist. She was serious. Dead serious. But the more she spoke, the more they dismissed her fears. Until she hung up. At 2:43 a.m., the dragging sound returned. She crept to her peephole. And through that tiny circle of glass, she saw it. The door across the hall was wide open. Pitch black inside. And standing in the middle of that darkness was a figure. She couldn't move. Couldn't scream. Her body locked as if the figure inside that darkness could sense even her breath. The silence in the hall pressed in on her, crushing. And then, without a sound, the figure stepped back. Gone. Swallowed by the blackness. The door across the hall slammed shut on its own. The next morning, she asked her landlord about the room. He looked at her strangely. Room across the hall, he said. That room's been sealed for years. No one's lived there since the fire. Claire froze. What fire? She asked again. The landlord's face hardened. The one that killed the girl, who lived in your apartment before you. He gave her a long look. Then added quietly, almost to himself. She kept saying something was watching her, from the room across the hall.